So you might notice that when you click the button here, the link button to delete a record, so if I chose Fred Flintstone and click delete, notice my message is customized now to the individual record. Patient Flintstone, Fred, that date of birth will be deleted. Are you sure you want to continue, right? Or if I pick somebody different like Jane Dobson here, okay, it actually has her name and information. So to get that, so that each of these has its own separate property for the on-client click, so that I can have a custom message for the specific record, that was that little bit of extra code that we threw in to the GridView. Basically, among the events that are available here for the GridView, you see RowDataBound. Okay? RowDataBound fires every time you're binding or adding a row of data to the grid. Right? So by defining that event, let's go and have a look at the code in it. So again, this fires for every row being added to the grid. Now, not every row is a row of data, right? Actually, notice here in the IntelliSense, we have a data control row type enumeration, right? Its values include, beside the data row, empty, footer, header, pager, separator, right? So there's lots of different types of rows that make up the grid. So, but if it's a data row, then I know I'm actually populating the controls in this row with data coming from a data item in my data set, right? So what I can do is I can prepare a custom message for that confirm. Are you sure you want to do this, right? So just as a string, okay, I can say return confirm patient and then concatenate. So the data binder, eval and bind are the two choices we have there. Eval is one way. Data binding, just evaluate and give it to me, okay, which is all we need. We don't need two-way binding. We're not going to try and write anything back, right? So we're just going to evaluate from the data item belonging to the row. So that's the record that is being provided to all the controls in the row for their binding expression. So if you have, say, a text box in the row, a text control that's bound to, say, the first name property, right, then that will be a property of the data item itself. So which property? The patient summary, right? That has that concatenated version of the name with the birth date added on. So that allows us to make a custom message here for our on-client click attribute, right? Are you sure you want to continue? So we build that for each row of data for the individual record, basically. Then we have to find the actual control, right? So we define a link button in code and associate this object in code with the actual link button in the row. So I can find the, my E is the row we're building, E.row, find control by its name, button delete. Notice it has the same name in every row, but that's okay, okay? So I set a reference to that object as a link button type of object. Then all I have to do is set the attribute, right? So once I have that object reference, btn del, right? As long as it's not null, so I successfully found it, just in case, right? Just protecting my derriere here. Then I set its on-client click equal to my custom message. So we do that for each row of data as it's coming in. I just thought I'd share this code with you to open your eyes a little bit and make you realize, okay, this isn't just a matter of drag and drop. There's a lot more power if you want to get into it, right? If you want to get in and really customize things, just like that code I've given you for how to, add up the total in a column and show it in the footer of a grid, things like that. There's a lot more you can do. We've just kind of scratched the basics, right? The surface. We've just covered the basics of what you can do with web forms.
For this thing, do we need to template the data row?
Nope.
No.
Like sorry. Yeah, we did template the command column, yes, so that actually I can access the individual link buttons for the delete. Yeah. Sorry, I lied. Yeah, we had to template the column so we'd actually have access to that button. there you see that we set the ID to btn delete,
Yeah.
right?
Because
Yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get at it, right? Okay. So it's just kind of a neat effect, though, being able to give a custom message for each delete, right? Bada bing. Bada boom.